Alrighty. What's going on, everybody? We are back with episode 17 with the Neutral Zone podcast. I am joined once again with the lovely Austin and Cameron. We've been, Oh, I have my audio on. Oh, I'm hearing myself. That's not good. Okay.
Professional stream setup.
Oh, very professional. Boys, we haven't been here for a while. We haven't been here for a minute.
No, the holidays, man.
Yeah, we all kind of just ignored stream for like the past month.
Yeah. The last time we were on a podcast was Austin wasn't, or was it? Yeah, Austin wasn't here. And it was me, B-Rad, and Cameron. We talked a little bit about sports and stuff on their charity stream, and we helped raise a little bit of money. Holy shit, the sun just came out, and now I am pale. I'm very pale right now. Holy crap.
Nice. Touch some grass.
So yeah, I'm trying to duck down so my camera isn't completely exposed. But yeah, so we've missed like maybe 6 weeks. I think the last time we were live, it was like week 14, I think. Week 13. Something
Holy
like that.
Fuck.
Because I remember, I was checking the images and I was switching everything, and it said like week 14 predictions. I was like, oh my god, week 14 predictions. It's been pretty bad. But we're back now. We're here now. That's all that matters, and we're here to talk a little bit about the playoffs that are now just, the first round just ended last night, and talk a little bit about the off season, and we'll see. We'll start it off with talking about the first wildcard game of the year. Was the San Francisco 49ers absolutely mollywhopping the Seattle Seahawks.
I think we all expected that.
Did anyone see that not coming?
Yeah. everybody knew that was going to happen.
I felt bad for Cat.
Purdy in the first quarter kind of looked shaky.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
He looked really
He was
shaky.
really bad. But
and then
those
he decided
last
to turn
three,
to Patrick Mahomes the last 3 quarters for some godforsaken reason.
dude, he had some throws that were just
Beautiful.
so impressive. They were crazy, man.
Yeah. And yeah, Seahawks were up at half, and I was like, oh, damn, they have a chance. And then they kind of fell
I
off.
know.
I was like,
Well,
damn.
it's crazy. That game, I was at like a holiday party for my girlfriend's work. And when we left the apartment, I was like 17-16. Like, oh, okay, Gino. And then we got there, and I got to watch the rest of the game on like this big screen. And then it was just a nightmare from then on.
Right.
But I will say this for the Seahawks. They overachieved by far what I thought they were going to do.
Mm-hmm.
I think we all ticked them as one of the worst teams in the league.
And they went 9-8.
Insanely, yeah.
And went to the playoffs.
I think
Nothing wrong with that, with Geno Smith as quarterback.
we all saw him going, I think we all saw him being the worst team in the league. Like, I think by far, and I was watching back some
They're
of
one
our
of my bottom
TikToks.
threes.
I was watching back some more TikToks, and like whenever the quarterback rankings where we got like 5 random quarterbacks, and it landed on Seattle. I'm like, oh, Drew Lock, number 5. So it's kind of funny looking.
Well,
back
they definitely made the right move taking Geno Smith over Drew Lock.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, who knows? Maybe Drew Lock looks good in that system too, but Pete. I just remember before the season started, Pete Carroll was like, "They're like, are you in the market for a quarterback?" He's like, "We got 2 starting quarterbacks." I was like, "Bruh." Maybe he was right.
I would have laughed at him in this.
I did. I laughed on the podcast. I remember talking about it.
We did.
But shit, I apologize. I was 100% wrong. It sucks that they got knocked out. Or it would have been, if they would have upset the Niners, that would have been really fucking cool, man.
It could have happened too. It's everything that's divisional could happen.
Oh yeah,
That's how I see.
I know.
Yeah.
Believe me.
Everybody ragged on me for saying, you know what, the Bengals shouldn't worry about losing to the Browns 1 week or whatever. Like, no, we got fucking destroyed. I'm like, no, it's just all right. It's a divisional game.
We'll talk about that. We'll talk about the Bengals. I can't wait. But yeah, man, the Niners with Brock. My biggest concern, like the Super Bowl run that they could be on. I was like, Purdy. Let's see playoff Purdy, because a lot of rookie quarterbacks will panic and struggle, and he did in the first quarter. But after that, dude, he was lights out. So I mean, if he keeps playing like this, there's no reason. I mean, why they shouldn't be the Super Bowl favorite over the Eagles, in my opinion.
Purdy looked great the second half. That defense is just criminal.
They're backups, man. When they subbed in their backups, they were doing good. They're
still doing really good. Yeah, like they have so much depth at every position. They should go on a long run.
Yeah, and especially with C-Mac. I mean, he's been like a trade of the fucking year.
CMC has completely leveled up that offense from really good to elite.
And you know what's crazy is like last year with the Niners, it was all Deebo Samuel. It was all Deebo. And, you know, he's been good this year, but, like, honestly, I think Brandon Ayuk has been a little better.
Oh, yeah. Ayuk has been way better than...
I know Deebo was injured, but, you know, should I draft him in fantasy football because I was like, he does everything.
And now he doesn't have to do anything. Now he doesn't have to do anything.
Yeah. Now he could just take a drag route for 50 yards.
Like, it's criminal.
He almost had a fucking insane catch in that Niners game. I did see that where Purdy let him get a fade route.
Yeah.
It would have been insane.
The hash to hash. What's the hash to hash run? The right hash to left hash?
Left hash to right hash is what I was talking about.
Any quarterback can make that throw, in my opinion. That's
someone. Yeah, there was another quarterback made a throw just like that the other day too. Josh Allen made a crazy throw to Gabe Davis in the corner of the end zone. So that's pretty good company to be in if you're Brock Purdy making that kind of a throw.
Yeah. So now we can move on from the Niners game, which, you know, most of us in our brackets had that, you know, happening. By the way, we all made brackets. We'll show maybe some other, maybe later. Except for Austin.
I was AFK.
But we'll show those maybe later. But later that night, most people didn't have this in their bracket. I did. Most people didn't have it. The Jaguars upset the Chargers 31-30 in a last-minute field goal after coming back from a 27-0 deficit.
Dude,
I picked the Chargers to win this because they should have won.
They should have 100%.
I go on record. Kayla can vouch for me. I said Chargers can lose this game.
Oh yeah,
they're gonna pull something.
100% too. I mean, listen, I've made some tweets about Trevor Lawrence in the past. Like, I'm 100% wrong, and I will fully eat my words on that, dude. Trevor Lawrence is fucking him. I knew he was having a really good second half of the season, so I already was giving him compliments. But, dude, to throw 4 picks, back to horrible interceptions.
Say 4 picks is insane.
Yeah, and come back the way he did. He had the worst first half I've ever seen. And that second half, like, it was insane. He was perfect. And I was 100% wrong about him, dude. He's that fucking guy.
He got out coached. I mean, I don't know if it was the Jaguars like comeback. Like I saw something on ESPN this like last night where it's just like, was it the Jaguars that made them win, or was the Chargers just absolutely getting out coached and collapsing? I think it's the coaching.
I think the coaching, but I also want to give the Jaguars all the credit too because they still had to score those 31 points.
Yeah, no,
against that defense. I don't want to see anyone blaming the Chargers defense because they got 5 turnovers because there wasn't just the 4 picks. There was the punt. The Jaguars defense was just shutting the Chargers down. I mean, with all things considered, I know it was 27-0, but yeah, I think the Chargers were getting short field. And they were holding them to a couple field goals, you know, and there was a missed one that the Chargers had. But my big hot take after that is Trevor Lawrence is in that conversation, dude. Not for the best quarterback in the league, but for that guy who can make that big leap into the top, that Burrow, Allen, and Mahomes discussion. Because I think Herbert, I'm not going to blame the whole loss on him because he didn't turn the ball over. But, I mean, he's part of the collapse too. And I've seen this all year where in the biggest moments, he just shrinks. So I remember I put it in the group chat that if Lawrence ended up winning that game, I'd put him over Herbert. But I think in the way that he won that game, Trevor Lawrence just showed he is clutch as fuck over and over again this year. With the Baltimore game, the Dallas game, this game. I think he's definitely more clutch than Herbert. I don't know if he's the better quarterback, but late game situation, I'm taking Trevor Lawrence.
Antonio Brown just did something very tremendously outrageous again.
I saw that.
Nothing new.
Oh, what did he do? What did he do?
Antonio Brown just posted his entire penis on his Snapchat story with someone's mouth on it. Nothing new. Just thought I'd throw that out there.
It was not Giselle.
It was not Giselle.
No.
But it was just someone giving him head. You just posted it on Snapchat on a story.
He's just making OnlyFans at this point, man.
He just gave it for free. He just said, fuck it.
AB, man.
Find God. Or whatever Kanye told him to do.
Find God, man.
Oh.
But,
Just thought to say that real quick.
Thank you, Caleb.
Quite literally, Trevor Lawrence second half football. Quite literally. It was insane.
Jags have always been
play.
a second half team too.
Insane
yeah.
play.
But Chargers offensive coordinator got fired this morning. Everybody saw that.
I don't know how Brandon Staley is
I
fired.
don't know how Brandon Staley still has a job.
Brandon Staley everybody should be gone.
Well, here's the thing that blows my mind. Brandon Staley's supposed to be a defensive mastermind. That's how he got the job. And yeah, the defense was fucking amazing in that game. But that second half, I mean, when they just needed a stop, they could not get one.
Mm-hmm.
No,
and again, I'm not blaming the defense because they got 4 interceptions and a muffed punt at the 5, and the offense couldn't capitalize on anything. But yeah, I think it's a mutually. I don't think either like one person was. I think it's just it was a collective collapse. There's bad coaching, bad offensive play, bad defensive play, bad special teams play.
Yeah, Brandon Staley got outcoached.
100%.
It's the simplest way to put it.
Well,
Doug Peterson's miles better than him.
I'm gonna pose a question to you. Do you think Doug Peterson should be in the running for Coach of the Year?
Oh God, no.
No? Okay. I just want to throw it out there because of Jacksonville's turnaround.
Jacksonville shouldn't be in the situation they are. Titans didn't suck.
Yeah.
like I get going from worst in the division, first overall pick to winning the division, but like
it's still something to be marveled at that they started 2-6, or they were 4-8.
Their turnaround was amazing. The Titans collapsed after going 7-3, losing everything else. Absolutely,
that's worse.
Awful.
Yeah, that's more. Shocking.
That's worse.
That's way more shocking.
I'm so glad that they're in the playoffs instead of the Titans, because oh my God, the Titans were hard to watch.
Because the Chargers would have gotten an easy dub over the Titans.
The Titans were so.
I know
hard
the
to
Titans
watch
lost Ryan Tannehill and Malik Willis. I will say he played them pretty close against the Chiefs. And actually, if his receivers could have caught a couple passes that went right through their hands, they might have beaten the Chiefs. But yeah, it's crazy how the NFL works, man. They went from 7-2 or 7-3 to 7-10.
Yeah, awful. I guess after the Jags and Chargers game, there was the Sunday game at 1:00. Was that Bills Dolphins or
it was Bills Dolphins?
It was Bills Dolphins, which Dolphins came and made a close game. Skylar Thompson
debated the best game of the Wildcard weekend.
And let me tell you,
it was the best game of the Wildcard weekend, in my opinion. I watched that game from start to finish. That game was fucking awesome.
It was good.
That game was just a mismatch of high school football, and I hated it, but I loved it.
Yeah,
dude, I just did the first quarter, the first couple throws. Skylar Thompson was dropping them in. He was throwing dots. Just Tyreek and Waddle, they couldn't pull him in. A couple of throws. I'm like, how did he not catch that?
Waddle had
bad.
He had 3 deep drops. One was kind of like, it got knocked out, but definitely should have caught them. Tyreek dropped a wide open slant. Fucking Gesicki drops a walk-in touchdown. If his receivers helped him out, there's a good chance Miami wins that game.
Mm-hmm.
But all things considered, I know he had 2 really bad interceptions, but his numbers are like 18 of 45. They're not great, but if his receivers can make some catches, man, it would have been a lot better. And if Mike McDaniel wasn't trying to call these crazy fucking plays on 4th and inches and taking the clock all the way down, I mean, he's just not helping his rookie quarterback at all.
Bro was high off the vape pen, bro.
I saw that clip. and shout out to Miami's defense, man. They were just putting Josh Allen through hell, man.
That game was long.
That
game was so long.
First half was 2 hours.
Dude, I mean, there were so many incompletions and turnovers. I mean, Skylar Thompson was throwing it on every down.
Absolutely no run game.
No run game. I mean, Josh Allen, he threw 2 picks, I think. He threw 2. He fumbled it 3 times. Like, God, they're just lucky that the Dolphins didn't recover that last strip sack.
If the Dolphins had Tua, they would.
Oh,
Yeah.
they would. Yeah.
I think that's fair to say.
I think if the Dolphins, here's a hot take. I think if the Dolphins had Teddy Bridgewater, they still would have won that game.
They could have, I think, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think
Bridgewater probably wouldn't have thrown those 2 picks.
My hot take is Buffalo shouldn't be worried just yet.
No, I agree with you.
That game was horrid, and if they play like that again, they're going to lose. But I give them the benefit of the doubt because division game.
Yeah, divisional games are always going to be like that.
Division games are crazy. Wildcard weekend is always like this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Shit, San Francisco kept it close or Seattle kept it close with San Francisco for a half, and that was a complete mismatch.
Buffalo's defense, compared to last year, I would be worried about that.
Yes, but they did lose Vaughn, and that's huge.
True.
Like, if I was the Bills and I had a game against the Chiefs again, like we did last year, the 13 seconds, or was it 2 years ago, whatever it was?
It was last year. You're right.
Yeah, the 13 seconds. I am not trusting that defense.
Oh, yeah. No, I don't blame you.
Moving on to the next game. So Bills won. I forgot what the score was.
34-31.
I was going to say, I thought it was 34-31. I don't know if it was less than that or more. But after that, then we had Giants versus the Vikings. Yeah, yes.
The fraudulent Vikings.
The frauds versus Bull.
Here's the thing. I know the Vikings are fraud. They're total frauds, and we all called it, I think. But I will say, shout out to Daniel fucking Jones, dude. He was playing out of his mind.
Danny Dimes.
Daniel Jones played really well.
That was the best game of his career.
It was. I picked the Vikings to win this game just because, then again, I went off of who should have won. The Vikings had no reason to stall out.
They found a way to neutralize that offense. I know they still put up 24, but the past 3 weeks, teams have been just shutting down Justin Jefferson. Double, tripling him if they have to. And they're like, we're going to make you beat us with Adam Thielen and KJ Osborne.
TJ Hawkinson.
And yeah, they're like, we'll let Hawkinson go for 103, but we're not going to let Justin Jefferson go for 220, you know?
Yeah.
So
I rarely saw them use Dalvin Cook in the parts that I watched. Like, Dalvin Cook was a no factor, I don't think.
I think it was like 15 carries for 60 yards, I think, were his final
like, that
stats.
Really, I know Saquon Barkley took over the Vikings defense, which we all knew was awful. That defense, worse than the league,
was trash.
Probably.
I think they're the worst scoring defense in the league, I think.
Like, absolutely abysmal.
Yeah, I know Kirk played well statistically, but I mean, 4th and 8, you're throwing a check down to your tight end who's covered. On the other end, I mean, you have Dalvin Cook in a full sprint, and he's got one man to beat. I would have trusted Dalvin Cook way more to get that first down than Hawkinson.
Kirk's stats looked really good, but like the eye test was a bit concerning, depending on the circumstances.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm not surprised that the Giants won this. They were close the first time they played.
Yeah.
And Daniel Jones decides to turn into Vanilla Vic and completely destroy.
He was killing him with his legs, dude. I mean, they couldn't stop him.
Yeah. I'm gonna read a tweet. Sue probably knows what tweet this is because he responded to it.
Oh.
And you probably know the person whose tweet I'm about to read.
Exactly. I know exactly. And it makes me ungodly angry.
We beat the Ravens, which for some reason the Bengals are having a hard time doing. That'll probably change in an hour. I just don't know why people can't give Danny credit. He beat a 13-4 team while throwing to a bunch of milk delivery men, and people act like that's no achievement.
Bro, the Vikings defense is garbage.
Giants fans are having Stockholm syndrome of thinking he's a good quarterback.
I know. Here's the thing, man. The Vikings fan, like, here's the thing. I'm all for it. Giants fans, celebrate your dub. Like, you earned it. But they're acting like like they've been doing this for a while, bro. Y'all haven't won a playoff game since like the Super Bowl run with Eli Manning.
Like, listen, Daniel Jones. You could put any relatively competent quarterback in that Giants offense, and they do just as well.
Bro, I would have thrown for 100 yards against the Vikings defense.
Listen. When I was talking to Kat in the group chat, I'm like, watch Tannehill's 2018 film and compare it to now Daniel Jones. Those offenses are eerily similar.
Yeah, what's the difference?
Eerily.
Like Tannehill puts up really good numbers, but we all know he's just a competent quarterback at the end of the day. In that play action run system, quarterbacks are expected to thrive. But here's the thing, like when I'm saying this, like I 100% agree with you. While I'm co-signing this, I don't think Daniel Jones is bad. This year he's doing exactly what he needs to. Less turnovers. I think he only had 5 picks all the regular season. So he's doing his job. It's not a knock. I'm just saying this offense isn't thriving because of Daniel Jones. He's game managing and steadying the ship.
Yeah.
Which isn't a bad thing.
No. Daniel Jones I think he deserves another 2 years.
Yeah.
I think especially if he keeps this up, I think he plays well against the Eagles. I think another 2 years wouldn't be bad. Anything more than 2 years, I would be scratching my head to be like,
I want to see him win the division. That, to me, will prove that he can be that guy. Because that division is so tightly contested with quarterbacks now.
Yeah, I think that anybody can win that division, though. That's the thing. There's always been a new winner for the past 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
But Giants, that defense really showed up. I think that if you guys play like this again against the Eagles, you have a really good shot.
I think Andrew Thomas is the best tackle in the league, by the way. He allowed 0 pressures.
Andrew Thomas will be the best tackle in the league once Trent Williams retires.
Yes, I guess. But I just think he's such an underrated part of that offense. Like, the last couple of years with Eli, the biggest issue wasn't Eli turning the ball over. It was that he had no protection. He was so immobile. They were drafting linemen at the start of every draft year after year after year. Signing him in free agency, trading for him. I mean, they finally got that under control. And they have a good coach.
They finally got that left. I mean, they still need interior offensive linemen, obviously.
Yes. But I think the tackle is the most important position.
Oh, tackle's supposed to put position on the offensive line.
You're not going to run an offense if you're just getting beat off the edge every single snap. Which we'll talk about that with our next game too. Hopefully
Evan Neal develops. He didn't seem to be bad. I don't know if he played like all the snaps, did he? Evan Neal.
I didn't. I'm going to be honest. I did not pay that much attention.
I just hopefully Evan Neal develops to what he was expected to be. I think you guys are like a left tackle and a right guard away. Your center's perfectly fine. Like, center could be the weakest position on your line.
Yeah, I think if they get all that and one elite receiver, they are threats, like big threats.
If T. Higgins isn't re-signed, Giants fans, you should be pounding $100 bills
door for T. Higgins. He'd fit that offense so perfectly.
Oh yeah,
he'll be the Isaiah Hodgins role basically, but like he's a number one. Like Hodgins is a really good slant. I guess slot receiver. I guess Hodgins was a great pickup for them.
They just need someone who can go up and get in man-to-man coverage. Yeah. That's T. Higgins.
But one of the most underrated signings they had was Hodgins from the Bills.
Oh, he's been great.
He's been really
underrated. Did you see his foot?
His foot is screwed up.
He posted a picture of his foot. It is fucked up. And he played
never heard of this guy until a couple weeks ago, and he's been playing great.
Yeah.
And then Darius Slayton almost threw the game after I gave him credit for being underrated. But
yeah,
we don't talk about that.
But speaking of T. Higgins, next game
move on to
was
the Bengals game. Yeah, baby.
Yeah, Ravens at Bengals. So Bengals win, and I knew it was going to be close. I tweeted it all week because it's a division game, and the Ravens. There's no way we beat them like we did the last time. 2 games in a row. I don't care who's starting at quarterback. And the first thing I want to get out of the way is the whole, we would have won if we had Lamar. I don't believe so. And the reason why is Lamar would have been playing unhealthy. He would have been missing the offense for over a month and a half. Tyler Huntley had a better statistical game than Lamar did the first time he played the Bengals when he was fully healthy. So Tyler Huntley, I think, played fantastic, all things considered. And I do want to say, I hate Baltimore more than Pittsburgh at this point, I think. But here's the thing. Here's the thing. The rivalry is so intense. I love it. But man, those plays at the end of Marcus Peter throwing punches. I can't remember who it was that got caught on camera twisting Joe Mixon's ankle, a la Vontaze Burfict, at the bottom of a pile. He should be suspended the first 4 games of next season. But I will say, Patrick Queen, Roquan Smith, fucking elite. I'm scared of that defense going forward. They did exactly what I thought they were going to do and shut us down in the red zone. But shout out to Joey B. No turnovers on his end. Played a very clean game, which is exactly what we needed. I think it was like 22 of 33, 200 yards, 1 passing touchdown, 1 rushing touchdown, 2-point conversion. Fantastic. No run game, again, which is very concerning. I know it's against like the Ravens and that linebacker core. But man, that 98-yard fumble recovery touchdown,
Woof.
I think is that might be the craziest Bengals play I've ever seen in my life. It just might be.
It's up there. It's up there.
That play call though was really interesting to begin with.
To sneak at the 3 because they tried to throw Tyler Huntley under the bus after the game and said, "Well, we told him not to go high, to go low." It doesn't matter if he goes low; he's 3 yards out. He's not going to get it anyway.
Yeah.
The only way to get it was to go high.
Yeah, Huntley made the right play. He just Jermaine Pratt and Logan Wilson just made a better play. And I will say, once that we ran it back for a touchdown, the thought was in my mind. I'm like, "Oh fuck, did he cross the plane?" Because I remember a couple homes, the same thing happened where we crossed the plane, and it wasn't even close. So I'm just really happy we got that one off our back.
I didn't celebrate at all because I was sitting there and I watched it. I was just my jaw was dropped and I was like, knowing us, this is gonna get called back in some bullshit way. So I'm not gonna stop. Then I saw as they're running, I saw what people are complaining about what looked like a block in the back, but I think it was a clean hit.
I thought it was a block.
It looked like a block in the back, and I was like, "Oh, well, there's the fucking bullshit right there. That's gonna get called back to the 40." And then they walked in, no flags. I was like,
I'm not gonna lie. I watched that. I thought it was a block in the back. I tweeted that it was a block in the back, and then I read up. Someone posted the official rule, and by rule, it technically wasn't because he approached him from the side.
Yeah. And he dived as he was kind of blocking him in the side, so it looked like a block in the back, but he was diving as he was making contact.
Regardless,
what a play.
Yeah, insane play. But I do want to say, Zach Taylor, first off, I want everybody to know I like Zach Taylor. I'm just very critical of him because I know what this team is capable of.
A lot of respect for him.
I've seen the Super Bowl runs that we can make. I can see one. Zach Taylor.
You cut out. You cut out.
Austin, I think your mic keeps like switching to a different mic.
I don't know. I think you cut out.
Yeah, it was weird.
Regardless,
it just switched.
Why do we stop calling plays at Jamar Chase?
Yeah,
he had 9 catches for over almost 100 yards in the first half, and we didn't target him again aside from, I think, one go route we were going to hit, but it got covered, so Burrow just threw it away. Well, what was the point of that? Yeah. Jamar was cooking Marlon Humphrey, and Marlon Humphrey is a beast. He's an all-pro corner. He's fantastic. Jamar was cooking him. But, man, that offensive line going forward, that's concerning. Mm-hmm. Jackson Carman, I love him. I went to school with him in high school. Shout out to Fairfield. He was getting the workload, man. Yeah. I mean,
to be fair, what do you expect against a guy going against 6'7", 365-pound Calais Campbell?
Yeah, and what's his name? Adoe. Either way, it's very concerning. I heard there's rumors that Alex Kappa might be able to play this week.
Dislocated knee. I think it's
probably the tackle positions. I will say Hakeem Adeniji, he's played a lot better than I thought he was going to. I like him. But that left tackle, it's going to cost us, man.
Here, I'm gonna go call up Andrew Whitworth. I'll be a second. I'm gonna give him a phone
I don't
call.
want him a week. I don't want him with only like 4 days of practice.
Give him a quick call.
I'm very concerned about the left tackle position going forward. I think we should move Adeniji to left tackle.
Yeah.
If you guys go against an elite defense like that the NFC has left, you guys are. It's going to be a repeat of last year, I think.
Right. I mean, with this, I hate saying it like this, but luckily Vaughn is out, or else it would be ugly. I think their biggest pass rusher. Yeah, I mean, still have Ed Oliver, who's a beast, but I think I can really. We'll get to our game picks later, so I won't talk too much about that. But I give us a chance in every game we're in because we have Joe Burrow. He has 4 playoff wins already and 2 full seasons healthy. That's the most for a single quarterback in Bengals franchise history.
That's insane.
He's 4-1 in the postseason. So I have faith.
Yeah. I think we covered most of that there. Then moving on to what the slaughter was that we watched yesterday. It was basically it was a retirement home slaughter. We watched the Tampa Bay Buccaneers get, I don't even know what to say about the Cowboys.
That was criminal.
Daddy Dak decided to show up.
We got to keep it real, man. Dak Prescott played fucking elite.
Daddy Dak
he was insane.
If Dak plays like that again, the Niners should be shitting themselves.
If Dak continues to play like that, I can't believe I'm saying it, but they have a real Super Bowl chance if Dak keeps playing like that.
They can win the whole thing, I know.
Micah Parsons was fucking elite last night.
Watching Micah Parsons was hilarious.
No one could block him.
Nobody could block him. I was just sitting there laughing. I'm just like, who the hell is blocking him?
He was in the backfield every single play.
Every play. Brady was seeing ghosts. Every play. I'm just imagining him sitting in the pocket, just looking over to his left. He just sees Micah Parsons just coming at him.
The very end of the game there, I was starting to be like, oh no, here we go again. Because they got a touchdown, then they got the onside recovery, and I'm like, oh boy, all right, this is how it happens.
Brady bullshit.
I was like, here comes the Brady bullshit. And I'm like, yeah.
Here comes the script.
God damn, it's 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter, and there's no fucking way. And there was no fucking way. Short. Thanks for short.
Dallas was just a better team.
Oh yeah.
The only negative from Dallas last night was Brett Maher.
I'm so happy about that shit. Fuck Brett Maher.
That was so funny, man.
I am a reverse flash for Brett. Is it Brett Maher or Brett Mayer?
Brett Maher.
I don't even care. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't give a shit. I hate this man with every fiber in my being.
Have you heard what the Cowboys fans call him?
I was preying on his downfall, so I was happy to see that.
Barely Brett, maybe Maher.
Oh,
bro, man. People were saying he was 0 for 4. No, I said he was 4 for 4 in my agenda.
He made one.
He
made a field goal.
He made a 4 touchdown. He made 4 touchdowns in 3 possession game.
I know. That's why I was literally talking to my girlfriend. I was like, dude, these extra points, man, if Brady starts to make a comeback, just remember that it's only a 3 possession game instead of a 4.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
That man screwed me in fantasy one week, and I will never forgive him for it. 35 points as a fantasy kicker is insane. I will never forgive him for that.
All right. Well, that covers all the wild card games. So before we get to our divisional round picks, what do you guys think is the move for the Vikings in the offseason? Because I'm curious, do you think they draft a quarterback, or do they keep rocking with Kirk?
They have 2 out of a pick.
Because their expectations are a lot higher. I mean, they got to the wild card round. You went 13-4. Obviously, the next step for them, you think, is to win a playoff game.
Kirk could have won that game if their defense wasn't invincible.
Yeah.
Right?
I can't, because they have too high of a pick. I can't see them going quarterback.
Okay, so where do they draft on defense?
Corner.
Mm-hmm.
Corner, 100%. They better get preparing for Harrison Smith to retire. Anything that's defensive, I'd say. I mean, like, any new defensive coordinator for one. Letting Daniel Jones
he's not fired.
Yeah, letting Daniel Jones do that to you and being that awful all year is criminal.
He's just dotting you up.
But yeah, they need a lot more help on defense before they even have a decent defense.
Okay. What about the Chargers? Aside from coaching, because we all know they need shakeups.
I was gonna say, get that bitch out of there, but
the Chargers are probably one more. They're like probably one more lineman and just defense.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Do you think because of Keenan Allen's injury history that they should draft a receiver? Maybe not high in the first. Do you think
Palmer.
You think
Joshua
he can fill
Palmer.
that?
Joshua
I know he was
Palmer.
great,
Williams,
but I'm just saying when he was doing great, everyone attributed that to Herbert. So do you think Josh Palmer actually has the skill set to step up?
I think Palmer is in the perfect fit for like where he's going to be.
Okay.
I don't think they need to draft anybody high, like in the first rounds, maybe like a 4th round guy, see what he is, like a 4th round speedster, see what you get. Or should I know, hopefully it sticks. But anything that's defense and like offensive line, I'd say.
Okay.
Because Everett played fantastic for them. I was going to say tight end, but Everett played really good for them.
He was fantastic.
Besides that one play in Kansas City that we don't.
Yeah. Oh, what about corner with J.C. Jackson being the way he was this year after getting all that money?
You spent too much money on it. I mean, I could see it, but you spent too much money on JC to not give him another shot.
Yeah, so you got
especially coming off.
Well, maybe he gets another shot, but would you draft a corner in the 2nd round, maybe? So high enough to think that he could fill in, but low enough to let J.C. Jackson know he's on the hot seat?
Fair. I think that's fair.
Okay.
That's a fair assessment,
yeah. I'm just going team by team here. The Seahawks.
Defense. That defensive line is abysmal. Their linebacking core without Jordan
pressure.
They have no
Walmart cashiers.
They have no pressure, man.
Their secondary is elite.
No pressure.
Their secondary is fantastic.
Yeah, they just need some rush up front.
And they're going to Jamal Adams.
That's scary too. That's going to help in the run game
20 seconds
so much.
Yeah, they were really missing Jamal Adams in the run game. And they need Jordan Brooks to even have a decent linebacking core. They just need everything up front.
Didn't they draft Jordan Brooks over Patrick Queen? I just remember when they drafted Jordan Brooks, everyone was like, "What?" And he turned out to be an elite player.
I think they took him. I don't remember, but Patrick Queen is a liability in coverage. That's the one problem that he has.
Yes, but in the run game, he's elite.
Oh my god, run game, he's a fantastic linebacker. But
he has made plays in coverage. I will say, I saw him pick off Joe Burrow. Like
he's improved since Roquan Smith.
Yeah,
he's not the number 1 linebacker, but as a number 2 linebacker, he's great. But back to Seattle, like their D line is like old too.
Yeah. So you think defensive line 1st round? They get a high pick.
Yeah.
Defensive line 1st round. Anybody.
They do have a really high pick.
Because Geno played out of them even thinking about drafting a quarterback.
And he had a really good completion percentage against them.
Oh yeah, he was great for the most part.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think just anything defense. I mean, I could see offensive line again for them, but defense was just a liability. Oh my god, it was hard to watch.
Yeah.
What about the Miami Dolphins?
Offensive line.
Yeah, O-line.
Definitely.
They killed Tua.
Corner. Offensive line and corner.
They are. I'll throw this in there too. They are planning to go forward with Tua. He's medically cleared to start next season, so they're gonna go. He is the quarterback.
Offensive.
Well, I know
line
that.
and corner.
I mean, they need O-line because they let Tua get killed like 3 times this season.
But was that all the line's fault, or was that Tua's escape? Because he's been fragile since college. And I'm not saying fragile as an insult. I'm just saying like he has an injury history before Miami.
If you drafted injury history like risk quarterback, you need to put the money into offensive line.
Like you said, you need to protect him.
Do you think they need a playbook change?
No.
Because if you get the ball out faster.
I think it's a difference because Tua thrived like this.
He did, yeah.
Tua
but he had 3
protection.
concussions this year.
So did Pickett.
True.
Tua needs protection, and he needs a run game. Their running backs were Raheem Mostert and Elijah Mitchell.
Jeff Wilson, man, he was running the ball great in the second half of the season once they got him. I don't know why they didn't lean on him more in the Buffalo game. Because he had a couple clips where he went for like 7-8 yards in that game.
Yeah. I got Elijah Mitchell confused by that. But, they need offensive line just for the sake of Tua's health. They need corner because their secondary sucked.
Yeah.
And
Xavier Howard played pretty good though yesterday.
And they need to sign Pollard, Miles Sanders, like a running back that has a chance to catch the ball.
Yeah.
So I think Dolphins. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, you're good. Finish your Dolphins point. I was going
to say Dolphins' best chance that they have is their best fit in my opinion would be Miles Sanders. I think he's great. He's able to catch the ball out of the backfield. He's shown to be a good runner as well.
He was fantastic this year.
I think that he's probably their best bet, or Pollard if they want to just like knock him, fist him in the mouth, like running back, and then get corner in line.
Okay. This one's probably the most interesting one with everything that could be going on. The Baltimore Ravens. So, do you think they get a deal finish with Lamar? Past couple days, they've been optimistic with players tweeting about it. But do you think that Lamar stays?
It's Harbaugh or Lamar, in my opinion. They got to choose between keeping. I mean, Greg Roman should be gone anyway, but I think it's going to go down to the factor of who do you want more, Harbaugh or Lamar?
I want Lamar more if I'm them. 100%. I want Lamar more than Harbaugh.
I think Harbaugh doesn't get enough crap from everybody else.
In my opinion, he lost them that game.
He underperformed. He has one playoff win in 8 years. I know I'm talking about because I'm Mike Tomlin as my coach, but like
that's different though. Tomlin has overperformed with lesser rosters. Yeah. We've seen what Harbaugh is with a lesser roster. Yeah. And I want to throw this in there for Harbaugh too. He talks a lot of shit for being a very mid coach the past few years. And he's very... I remember when last night Marcus Peters got that flag, or not last night, 2 nights ago, got that flag for punching a player, which we all saw, very clear and obvious. Harbaugh said, I wasn't happy with that flag. And, he defended his player for that. And I'm just like, what the fuck are you condoning over there in Baltimore? Yeah. And then it started making me think, seeing the Baltimore players, some of them, not all of them, twisting Bengal players' ankles, headhunting Joe Burrow. I mean, Bart Scott quite literally told them last year to go for Burrow's not yet fully repaired knee. Like, I would take Lamar over Harbaugh in an instant if I'm them. Yeah. Lamar's already won an MVP. He's won a playoff game.
I think that they have no reason to keep Harbaugh. I mean, their offensive coordinator was god awful.
Yeah, Greg Roman was horrible too.
Greg Roman is awful.
Dude, that time management though by Harbaugh at the end. I don't know what he was thinking.
Yeah, I don't know what was going on with that. That was
because I was nervous, man. They were moving the ball fine. And yeah, the J.K. Dobbins thing, like they gave him 12, 13 carries. I mean, there was a point where he had 10 carries for 56 yards.
Yeah, Dobbins was going crazy. I'm not gonna lie.
And you don't give it to him in the red zone?
And the fact that Dobbins.
And they're mad. I mean, they're mad that Dobbins said what he said, but he's 100% right.
You say I'm mad if I'm Dobbins too. Like I'm like.
Aside from that, we would have won with Lamar. I do think he was wrong on that, but everything else he said, 100% correct.
I think if Lamar was fully healthy, like 100%,
then we can have a conversation. But here's the thing. I think the Bengals defense plays different if Lamar steps up. So I don't think we can definitively say, because I hate doing that with players. Yeah. I hate doing that with teams saying like, if they would have played. It's like, well, if this would have happened, like there's so many ifs. But obviously if Lamar played, they have a way better chance. Yeah. But J.K. Dobbins has every right to be pissed. He was going off. Like, I was thinking, like, oh, fuck. He's going to go for 150. Tyler Huntley's going to go for 50 yards rushing. Gus Edwards is running the ball fine. I don't know why they didn't target Isaiah Likely more when he carved us up in the previous week.
Yeah, they're running the ball down our throats. I was thinking that too much.
It was scary.
It'll be interesting. After how they treated Lamar has no reason to stay.
Right. If you're Lamar, why not go to a different team with a bigger market?
It was a complete mismanagement of assets with him.
I mean, just straight up, I think Harbaugh should be fired for choking the division the way he did.
Harbaugh should have been fired last year.
Yeah. I mean, they were 2 years in a row. They were in prime position to win the division. Lamar goes down.
Collapse.
But
That's his scapegoat that he's
it's like, oh, if Lamar was healthy, like, we would have made it. But you can't do that. I've seen coaches look at Kyle Shanahan. He lost his 2 starting quarterbacks, was down to Brock Purdy, and look what happened. They should be Super Bowl favorites. Good coaches can overcome that sort of thing. And obviously Harbaugh's a good coach, but he's not. I think his time in Baltimore should be over.
Yeah. He'll definitely get rehired somewhere. I think he proved himself. He's a Super Bowl winning head coach. But
yeah, not many people can say that.
I think that he's time's up. Clock strikes midnight for him. His offense, his whole staff, really. Lamar shouldn't be getting hurt as much as he has been.
No, and I think injury culture is a real thing.
Yeah.
Like with the team, it's a real thing. I mean, look at San Francisco's running backs. They had to make a full change to their health and training staff for that reason alone. Yeah, and look how much better CMC's doing there.
Because they in San Francisco, this is not a knock, but they overuse the running backs. That's where they have the committee. That's where that's why you give Elijah Mitchell a couple reps.
Absolutely. No, I 100% agree.
I think that Lamar, granted, Lamar's running is phenomenal, but I think that you don't rely on that as much as you should.
Can we all say here for the record, too, just to throw this out there, that we're all division rivals of the Ravens, but we all 100% agree Lamar deserves that contract?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
By far.
Injury history is something, obviously, that everybody's got a front office should worry about.
Yes.
But he's not getting Deshaun Watson money. He's going to get Kyler Murray money.
Which he should get more than Kyler Murray, in my opinion.
Yeah.
He's an MVP and he's won a playoff game. And Kyler Murray has injury history as well.
Kyler Murray is just as injury. Yeah.
So last team, before we move on to our game picks, Tampa Bay. So do you think Tom retires? And if he does, what do you think they do at quarterback? Something in me tells me he's not done.
He didn't seem like he was going to.
Yeah.
I know. Yeah, I think him and Aaron Rodgers stay for another year.
Brady leaves
Tampa. Do you think he goes to Vegas? The reports are saying Vegas is all in on Tom Brady right now.
Vegas is all in, and if the 49ers might.
I know he has he has a soft spot for San Francisco.
Shanahan said he's lost sleep over not getting him in the sweepstakes when he was originally a free agent.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think Shanahan makes that same mistake.
Do you think he can go to Miami? I know Miami's a big landing spot for Tom, and they've wanted him for a while, and Tom likes it there.
You don't give up on Tua.
Yeah,
I think that the Raiders and the San Francisco are way better positions for a veteran quarterback.
Yeah,
here's the thing for Miami though. The owner and the head coach are probably on completely different sides of the spectrum.
Oh, the owner screwed them out of a first round draft.
Yeah, the owner probably does still want Tom Brady, and he probably try to talk, the staff into getting him.
The owner.
I think that's interesting.
The owner lost them a first round pick.
Yeah. Oh, 100%.
So
which is very crucial,
especially with that roster.
Yes, they could definitely use a first round pick.
And you gave it to the Steelers now, basically.
Yeah, I mean, Pittsburgh has what, 32nd pick?
Lamar
32.
Jackson posted something on Instagram.
Again today, or is it his most recent post there?
It was probably the one I already saw.
Oh.
It was just him, and it just said Jackson, just the back picture of his back of him on the Ravens.
That could be interpreted in many ways.
No caption, just
a picture of Lamar Jackson.
Just a picture of the word.
That's probably
Jackson.
his goodbye post.
Yeah,
Baltimore.
I'm showing it on my face scan for the people that are watching right now. But
well,
over analyzing cryptic tweets.
Yeah.
Who knows?
That man's about an hour in. So
it's so funny. People
I hope he's a
commenting.
Jet.
People commenting, that man is a Jet.
By the way, that was Garrett Wilson, if you didn't know.
Yeah, no
in the Jersey shop.
Really? Is it? Was it really?
Yeah. Anyway, divisional round.
I think Garrett
picks.
Wilson told me that. He told me that himself.
Yeah. God damn it, Cameron. Divisional round picks. Jacksonville in Kansas City. Who do you guys have?
What do you say?
I saw what you put in the group chat.
Show me. Cameron wants to see AB's dick.
What's the meme of the Pikachu with the shadow over him?
Yeah.
Anyway, Jacksonville in Kansas City. What do you guys think?
All right,
Jacksonville's got crazy momentum. Kansas, the Chiefs have been off for a week.
It doesn't matter.
Listen, Andy Reid after a bye week.
Yes,
it's the best coach of all time. Patrick Mahomes is obviously Mahomes. Jacksonville needs every single thing to go right.
They do have I do think people are discounting though. They do have a Super Bowl winning head coach.
I think Jacksonville, if they need every single thing to go right to make the Super Bowl against every team that they play now.
Yes, but that defense, man, they're legit.
If Jacksonville wins this game, I'll tattoo the Jags logo on my inner thigh.
Do not get a Jags logo.
I will get the Jags logo on my inner thigh.
Save this clip. You are disrespecting Duval so hard right now.
Hey, I had them winning. I had them winning against the Chargers. I'm not gonna lie. I was like low-key hammered when I was watching that game, and I was in the Discord. I was like, if they beat the Chargers, I'll get a Jags tattoo. No, if they beat the Chiefs, I will get a Jags tattoo on my inner thigh.
That was what was up. First off, you cannot be disrespecting them this hard. I mean, they are
awesome. They are talented. I love Duval County.
They have a way better chance.
I love Duval County. But it's the Chiefs.
Awesome.
What'd you say?
You got really quiet.
They are going into Arrowhead in the playoffs.
Yeah, going to Arrowhead in the playoffs.
Beating them in Arrowhead. Hey, I know we did it last year, all right? I'm not
in the same situation as Jacksonville was in.
I know, but I'm saying we had I don't know where I was going with that. They're getting fucked. That's all I'm gonna say. They're gonna get destroyed.
You're being disrespectful.
I love Duval County. I love the Jags, but we gotta be real.
Here's the thing.
Patrick Mahomes about to go out there and lick their butts.
I'm still picking Kansas City, but it's going to be way closer than your. I think this is going to be like a 44-37 type game. It's going to be a fucking shootout. And Christian Kirk has lived up to his money. And is it Marvin Jones? Yeah, Marvin Jones has had a resurgence. Evan Ingram. Yeah, Zay Jones. Evan Ingram's looked great. Trevor Lawrence has been clutch the last couple of weeks. It's not going to be a blowout.
Etienne looked really good.
Yeah, Etienne has been fantastic.
And they're adding Calvin Ridley next year. You're shitting me.
People are forgetting about that. But genuinely, this game is going to be close as fuck. It is not going to be a blowout for KC. I think KC is going to win, but I 100% believe Jacksonville is going to keep it close. And I would not be surprised if Jacksonville wins.
Someone just subbed to my YouTube.
Shout out to the new sub.
Not ours, mine.
I know. I'm shouting them out.
I just heard someone I just heard like my YouTube sub thing go. Hold on, I'm gonna check this real quick. Who was it? Oh, some
He
dude
posts
named Voy.
zombies content daily.
Oh, some guy named Voy. Oh, wrong one. Oh shit! I just went to the wrong podcast screen. Okay, we're good.
All right, this game though, this is fun. Giants at Eagles. Who you got?
That is a fun one.
Listen, I was talking with Webby.
Give me Eagles.
That Eagles playing the Giants, then going on to that bye is crucial for them, I think.
Yes, divisional game.
If they played them like the Bengals played the Ravens
Baltimore?
back to back, I think they would have lost. But I think this bye week is crucial for Jalen Hurts' arm, and I think those Week 18 game reps or Week 17 whatever reps that he got were crucial.
Yes, and let's not forget when Jalen was playing, he was at an MVP level.
Yeah, he struggled against the Giants, but that's also with 3 weeks
But the
off.
Giants have a really good defense.
Yeah, it was with 3 weeks off, but that was also their second straight.
Oh yeah, shit, I forgot about that. Either way, I'm picking the Eagles.
Eagles
I'm more
should win.
confident in the Eagles over the Giants than I am with the Chiefs over the Jaguars.
Yes. I think that even though this is a division game, the Eagles roster is just better.
Yeah, I mean, people were forgetting A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, Dallas Goedert, Miles Sanders.
Boston
And that
Scott,
defense
who
is fucking loaded
absolutely-
too.
Boston Scott, who is the certified owner of the Giants.
And like Trey Young is to the Knicks.
Oh, you bitch. But,
All right. This could be another explosive game. Bengals at Bills. I think it's pretty obvious who I'm taking. I'm taking Cincinnati.
I'm taking Bengals. I think obviously, yeah.
I know in my
I'm
bracket.
gonna rock out with my cock out.
In my
Cincinnati all the
bracket.
way.
In my bracket, I took the
You took
Bills.
Buffalo.
I took Buffalo.
I saw your bracket.
But I think if Josh Allen plays like he did against Miami, you guys will win.
I'm hoping he does.
I as well.
Jamar Chase is gonna have a coming out party. Postseason.
What?
Oh no. No, but seriously, playoff Jamar is different, dude. Like every single playoff game he's been in, he's just exploded. Remember in the Super Bowl, the final play of the game, he burned Ramsey for a touchdown. Burrow just didn't get a chance to throw it.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
and then, the game against Tennessee, he went off, and the one against the Raiders, he went off. And then if they would have kept throwing him the ball, there's a good chance he goes for like 180 yards.
I think that depends on your offensive line too.
Yes, that's fucking crucial.
Big factor.
Buffalo,
But if you paid attention to the Ravens game, like they were already doing this quick pass, short passing game because the Ravens were doing nothing but play shell coverage, like what they do to Mahomes every time they play now.
yeah.
So the slightly good news is they're already adapted to this offense. They're not built. The past few weeks, they haven't been doing these long developing plays. They've been doing these shorter, faster plays to help with the depleted line.
Yeah.
Plus, let's not forget about T. Higgins. Like, boy, Hayden Hurst probably wants some vengeance because of that fumble he had.
It's going to be an emotional game. I think it's going to be an emotional game for both sides.
I think that this game is probably now game of the year.
Yes.
We're gonna get.
I really hope it's not a blowout for either team. I want it to be a close, crazy game.
Both rosters are exceptional.
I think Jermaine Pratt's going to pick off Josh Allen at least once. And I think
Josh Allen one interceptions and kind of block.
Yeah. I think there's a good chance he throws two against the defense. The defense isn't locked down, but they're very opportunistic.
Your defense is what Kansas City is. Your defense can get turnover.
Yeah. The only very, very scary part of this is Stephon Diggs on Eli Apple.
Very.
That is horrifying.
Very.
Wait, Eli's your number one now?
He's been the number one.
He's been the number one.
I thought the rookie was the number one.
No, he should be. CTB should shadow Stephon Diggs because while we're shitting on Eli Apple, let me say, Cam Taylor-Britt has been fucking amazing, dude.
He's been great.
I love watching him play.
He's been great.
And here's the thing, Eli Apple hasn't been horrible. It just gets overblown because he's Eli Apple and because he has those one play every game
literally one
where
play
he gets
every
burned
game.
deep.
It's one play
But
every
for the
single
rest,
game.
But for the rest of the game, he plays good.
Yeah. It's always there's that one play. And we saw that at the Ravens. We saw
Where
that.
he bit hard on that double move.
I saw it in person. I saw it in person. I was like, damn, I'll watch Eli Apple get burnt in person. Let's go. That's awesome. It's just one play every game. Then he's like, he plays pretty decent.
Then he's really good.
And then pretty decent afterwards.
People forget Eli Apple was a first-round pick. He's got athleticism. He's got decent ball skills. But, I think there needs to be double coverage on Stephon Diggs all game. And Gabe Davis isn't a slouch either.
Yeah, Gabe Davis is.
Playoff Gabe Davis, man.
He could go for 2 touchdowns in this game.
He's special.
And Stephon Diggs had the catch of the year. It's just he was out of bounds.
Like, oh, God.
And again, there's going to be so much more emotion around this game.
If your secondary was more healthy, I would pick you guys.
Yeah, I will say this. I'd rather have Dax Hill on Stephon Diggs than Eli Apple because Dax Hill has just got more raw speed. Mm-hmm. Is he as good of a corner? No. But he's got that speed to keep up with Stephon deep down the field.
Mm-hmm. Does the speed matter, though, when Diggs is just such an elite route runner?
Well, here's the thing. If you put Stephon on a go route, he's going to fucking kill Eli Apple.
Well, that's what you have to say. You always have Jesse Bates with him.
But that's the thing. You need to have moments where Jesse Bates isn't moving over because Gabe Davis is fast too, man.
Yeah, that's true.
Either way, I will say this because you brought up Tyreek. Eli Apple against Tyreek on that night, he was targeted like 5 times. He held Tyreek to 1 or 2 catches. Mm-hmm. Everyone sees the stats. They're like, dude, Tyreek went for like 200. That Tyreek wasn't on him.
No,
Cheetah Wuzie was.
Cheetah was, yeah. And Cheetah's just his own corner.
Yeah.
To begin with.
So Eli Apple played really good actually against the fastest receiver in the league.
Yeah.
But anyway, we're spending a lot of time on this game. So we got Bengals. What are you, Cam? Are you sticking Bills like your bracket?
I think that.
So you gotta trust your bracket.
I think you gotta trust the bracket, though. And
it's
not because I hate you guys.
No, I get it.
Cam's a certified hater. Absolutely.
I'm a certified hater.
It's because your secondary and line are the biggest concerns. I know Bills defense is a concern, but like their defense is just has less holes, I think.
Okay. That's fair.
That's a fair point.
So, this game I was confident would be a blowout at first if the Cowboys made it through the round, but I don't know anymore. Cowboys at 49ers.
Cowboys looked elite yesterday, and so did the Niners.
If Dak plays like he did, I'm picking the Cowboys all the fucking way.
Yeah.
But I've seen so much inconsistency from Dak, especially this year. I'm taking the 49ers.
I'm also going to take the 49ers. That roster is just so talented. I don't know. Brock Purdy, he did have a shaky first half against Seattle.
He turned into
Mahomes.
But
I'm switching my pick.
I think Dak is going to fall off. I think he's going to be known what he's known for as the playoff choker, and I think that's going to show in this game finally against the Niners, and they're gonna shit their pants with their pants down. So I think
I'm actually going to switch my pick. I'm going Cowboys, and here's why. I just thought
we the boys.
And no, I just thought of it. That Cowboys defense against Brock Purdy. They might be the ones to shake him. They might be. Seattle had no pass rush. The Cowboys have all the pass rush in the world, and they have a really good secondary. Their linebacking cores, they got Leighton Vander Esch, but their weakest point of their team is their linebacking core, and they're still good. I think I'm going Dallas actually.
Fair.
This is pretty. This is the last thing that I thought Sanford wanted. Mm-hmm. They thought they were gonna get Minnesota and have a field day. I think that's what they were hoping.
They would have. They would have totally had a field day.
They would have killed. This is the last thing you're gonna want with a rookie quarterback.
That's what I'm thinking.
Play Dallas's defense.
I've seen what their defense is capable of, what they just did to Tom Brady, what they've done to Joe Burrow.
The
scary.
only thing that why I'm going to continue to take the 49ers. They don't have fucking Mike McCarthy as their head coach.
Yeah, that is a big thing as their coaching. But here's the thing. If Mike McCarthy can coach the way he did last game, like, they have all the pieces to just kill the Niners. CeeDee Lamb, Michael Gallup, Noah Brown's been good. Fucking T.Y. Hilton's been pretty solid since he's come in. But I'm just thinking, no matter how good your coaching is, if your rookie quarterback gets rattled, like, your offense comes to a stalemate. You're going to have to rely on the run, but the Cowboys are really fucking good against the run. I've been a Cowboy hater, man, for so long. I'm going to take them to win this game. Then again, their kicking unit. I'm taking them. I'm taking them to win.
I think
I'm having the courage of my convictions.
With your chest. And
picking the Cowboys.
If I knew that Dallas was going to win against the Bucs, my bracket would be different. If I knew Minnesota was going to choke, like they always do, I mean, I'm surprised.
Yeah, I'll say they always do in the playoffs. That's their franchise.
But even then, I had Dallas beating the. I think I had Dallas would beat the Eagles if they played them.
It's gonna be tough, man.
I think the Niners. The Niners just have a better, they're more well-rounded roster besides quarterback.
Okay, so you guys are going Niners. I'm going Dallas. That is all of the games.
Dallas can win that.
I could see either team winning, but
whoever wins that game goes to the Super Bowl, I think.
I actually agree with that.
That's my take.
Yo, Can you imagine if we get a Giants and Cowboys NFC Championship game?
Don't.
I could see the Dallas choking that game and get Daniel Jones in the Super Bowl.
No!
Super Bowl times, baby!
He's gonna get picked off 4 times.
If it's Mahomes, dude, they're winning by 7 touchdowns.
If it's any team that's not the Jags.
Fuck, if it's any team, including the Jags, dude, bro. I'm thinking Patrick Mahomes, Trevor Lawrence, Joe Burrow, and Josh Allen over Daniel Jones any fucking
dude, they
day.
just want to copy the college football championship, I guess. You know, they just wanted
59 to. It wouldn't even be 59. It'd be 118 to 10.
Oh boy, that'd be awesome. Well,
fuck, man, the AFC's winning the Super Bowl this year. That's all I'm saying.
I mean,
it depends.
The Niners are good. I'll give them that.
I think that it's just every NFC team has a good defense, and the AFC does not.
That is actually scary accurate.
The AFC 100% no defense at all.
Here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. I will take a team with an amazing offense over a horrible defense, over a team with an amazing defense over a horrible offense. Because here's why. Your defense can't score you that many points.
Did you watch Broncos Seattle Super Bowl?
Yes, but here's the thing. Here's the thing.
Against the greatest offense of all time.
But we know how Peyton Manning is in the playoffs, man. He has games like that all the time. Because I'd rather have it's like the Jameis Winston argument, right? I'd rather take Jameis Winston over Daniel Jones because Jameis Winston might throw 30 picks, but he also throws 30 touchdowns and 5,000 yards.
All right. But all I'm saying is we saw that Super Bowl. We saw the Rams at Patriots Super Bowl.
Yes, but both teams' offenses sucked, except for the Rams. But
the Rams' offense was top 5.
But here's the problem, Jared. I don't think it was because the defense was overpowering them. I think Jared Goff was shutting down.
They had no run game
because they were missing wide open receivers.
It's the same thing that we are seeing that we foresaw with the Giants. Without Todd Gurley, that offense shut down.
Yeah.
it's the same thing that I witnessed personally with the Titans, and then we're gonna witness with the Giants.
Okay.
But I think that the NFC, if it's anybody but the Giants, I think they have a realistically really good shot to take.
Okay. Well, I guess that brings me. I say instead of doing top 3, bottom 3, we should just do our Super Bowl picks, and then we'll update them next week before the championship games too.
I like that idea.
So, who are your guys' Super Bowl picks?
The Seattle Seahawks
are now on the clock.
What?
Sorry,
it was pretty funny.
Thank you. I thought it was pretty good.
I thought it was pretty good.
All right. I said this. This is on my bracket. It's still in fruition. I've changed my bracket since the last time I put it in the group chat, and I swore I sent the new one, but from what I've been told, I didn't. But I'm going to work today, and I'm going to check Twitter, and it's going to have that like little red symbol on it, and I'm going to send that picture to you guys and prove it that I tried to. Anyway, my bracket, by the way, is not 100% still good. It was until I thought Brady was going to beat the Cowboys until Daddy Dak ended up showing up.
God, the demon dog.
The demon dog.
That was scary as fuck.
Yeah, he just sees his fucking eyes glowing.
Like a set of eyes. No, that's not the dog. That's something else.
Oh. But I have, Bengals beating the Bills. I have AFC, or I have Chiefs.
What's your Super Bowl?
I'm getting to that. I'm getting that. All right. Give me a second. I'm trying to edge this as long as I can. All right, I'm edging you. I don't want to go straight for the penetration. I want to edge you a little bit, Bengals 49ers Super Bowl. Bengals winning 27-24.
Okay.
Next.
Okay. I'm gonna do what my bracket thinks and what my head is now thinking.
Okay.
My bracket is repeat Chiefs 49ers.
Okay.
And it's Chiefs winning. Somehow, in some way. But my brain that is now hindsight, I feel like we can realistically get a Bills Cowboys. That is my long shot, like brain rationalizing of the Cowboys overhyped brain.
Well, here's what I like my genuine Super Bowl pick. I think it'll be Bengals and probably the Niners, but I can really see the Cowboys doing it, man. But my long shot one, wouldn't it be cool if we had a Jaguars Giants Super Bowl?
I'm leaving, bro.
I knew he was gonna say that. Oh, he's gone. He's gone. He's out. He's out of here. He's outie 5,000.
Obviously, I don't think that's gonna happen. But I'm just saying, every playoff, I'm like, what if the worst teams played each other in the Super Bowl?
Well, if that was true, then it would be Jaguar. Dude, imagine if it was a Jaguar-Seahawks Super Bowl.
The Jaguars weren't the 7.
What?
The Jaguars weren't the 7 seed.
No, I mean like if
it was
they
the
weren't...
worst teams. No, I know.
I'm just saying, imagine a Jaguars-Seahawks Super Bowl.
It would be Dolphins and Seahawks, is what I'm saying.
This dude just doesn't know how to imagine, I guess.
I'm telling you the seeds. I said the worst teams in both conferences.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, imagine Jaguars Seahawks.
It'd be a blowout for the Jaguars.
Because I feel like those are the worst teams on each side.
Depends if Tua played again.
The Skylar Thompson Dolphins and the fucking
Urban Meyer.
Urban Meyer Jacks.
That would be a fun game.
The Hugh Jackson Browns versus the Urban Meyer Jags.
Holy fuck. No, the week.
Quarterbacks are Johnny Manziel and Blake Bortles.
No, the second half of the season, John Harbaugh Ravens versus the week 1 Zach Taylor Bengals.
No! Oh my god.
Cliff Kingsbury.
I say as if they didn't win week 1 last year.
Cliff Kingsbury versus anybody.
In the second half of the season.
Anybody in the fucking league.
Week 18 Cliff Kingsbury Cardinals with no Kyler versus the week 18 Baltimore Ravens, no Lamar.
Or Huntley.
Yeah.
Anthony Brown.
Or Anthony
The fucking-
Brown. That's an Edward.
The fucking GOAT.
But
I think that about covers everything. I guess final thoughts from anybody?
All right. I'll go first. Final thoughts. The Jags win against the Chiefs. I'm getting a Jags tattoo on my inner thigh.
Do it on your ass.
No,
Yeah,
I'm not getting a
You will
tramp
feel-
stamp.
You will feel better. You will feel better. 'Cause every time you shit, you're just gonna be like, the Jags.
No. No. If you get it on your inner thigh, the next time a girl goes
You're
to
gonna
your
regret
head,
it.
she's just gonna pull off.
Yeah, you're gonna regret that on your thigh. I think you had to get on your outer thigh or your ass.
I might get on my outer thigh.
You just get on your ass.
I don't
on
want.
your ass.
I don't want to sit there in a fucking tattoo parlor with my ass hanging out. I don't get how people do that shit, dude.
Just get
I
drunk. You
don't
won't
get-
even remember.
No.
My brother has an ass tattoo.
And does he not regret that?
I don't know.
I hope to God Jacksonville wins so I can see what happens.
I would rather have a ass tattoo, a bad ass tattoo, than a bad thigh tattoo.
Inner thigh tattoo, yeah.
To each their own, I guess. You know what? I'm changing my
your
mind.
mom?
I'm gonna put it right in my fucking forehead.
Yeah, no,
That
I'm
would
gonna
be
put
great.
it right here, like a fucking dot, like an arrow dot on my forehead.
Duval.
Duval. Oh my god.
All right.
All right. We'll teach them.
Cameron, what are your
getting
final
the-
thoughts?
I can officially say this now. Patrick Mahomes MVP.
Fuck you. I knew you were going to do it. All right. Well, here are my final thoughts. Joe Burrow MVP. And if the Cincinnati Bengals win the Super Bowl this year, I will upload a video of me bathing in Skyline Chili, a la CJ Uzama. 100% swear to God.
Bathing in chili.
I will fill my tub with chili.
I think I'd rather do the inner thigh tattoo. God, there's gonna be chili in every crevice of your body.
Your
Dude,
ass
that'd be
is gonna
great.
burn. The ground pepper in your ass is gonna hurt.
That's true. That's so true.
I'll do it, bro.
Hurt, man.
I will do whatever I have to for a Bengals Super Bowl.
I'm just imagining how much chili you're gonna have to make for that shit.
It's gonna be the
Like
box.
30
it's
cans.
gonna be like the can.
Oh yeah. Well, I think that wraps it about wraps it up. Actually, hold on. Let me check something. I think we have a new milestone on TikTok. Oh, we're still one fucking follower away. We're one follower away from 200 followers on TikTok. So, if you guys haven't already, checked out our TikTok. Go down, check out our TikTok. You can see Garrett Wilson roast me live on a TikTok in the comments.
Now that was fucking funny.
Still can't believe it. If you
I didn't even
guys,
see that TikTok you made until that tweet, or else I would have said
what?
something sooner.
I definitely mentioned it on the podcast a couple times before. No, actually, you know what? The only time I mentioned it was when B-Red was there, because that was when it
That's
first
why.
happened.
Garrett Wilson, we apologize.
Yeah, well,
You are him.
That really shows how much you contribute to the TikTok now, doesn't it?
Hey, I do post occasionally.
No, you did more than Cameron. It's fine.
Rookie of the year, Garrett Wilson. We take no responsibility for Caleb.
Yeah,
I
don't listen.
apologize.
He only watches offense for the Bengals.
Shut the hell up, dude. I don't.
I'm fucking with you. I'm fucking with you.
Caleb definitely fell asleep during the Patriots Rams Super Bowl.
I didn't even watch that damn game. I don't even.
He doesn't even know when it was.
I didn't even know that was that. Yeah.
Simply simply my favorite NFL season that I've ever watched. Personally,
it was a great season.
Well, I haven't started watching till like 2020. So
okay, Caleb, tonight,
and you know that.
Listen. I know. Caleb, tonight, you know what we're doing with everybody? Does he have NFL Live?
Are we watching? I do have NFL Live.
We are gonna watch the Rams Chiefs 2018.
Holy fuck, that's a great game.
We are watching Rams Chiefs 2018 tonight.
Okay.
Anyways,
I'm gonna show you real football.
Fine with that.
Anyways,
you're real football, Caleb. No defense.
Oh yeah, that's a perfect game.
Yes.
There's no defense in that game.
It'll be my type of game then.
I think there was like 96 combined points.
Yes.
Damn.
My favorite game of all time, personally.
Great.
Well,
game.
guys, again, if you guys enjoyed this podcast, leave a like, leave a sub for more. Click on that post notifications to get notified whenever we go live. We've been kind of iffy on when we go live. You know, we took a 6-week hiatus, but we're back. I think
crash.
He's frozen. Nope, he's there. There he is.
He was frozen hard.
But you know, keep an eye on our TikTok for when we do potentially plan out live streams. I think I'm going to start posting on the TikTok for when we are going to start planning our live streams. We still do not have a plan for the off season. We'll figure something out, and once we do figure it out and talk a little bit more about it, we'll let you guys know on TikTok.
I have an idea.
Cameron has an idea.
NBA.
If you want to cover NBA, you can. I'm going nowhere near that.
We are giving the channel to Gaetano if we're doing NBA.
Okay. Anyway,
I want you know what? You know what? I want to have him on to talk about the Lakers and how they've bounced back.
Oh, we are not getting. We're gonna get demonetized.
We'll mute him.
We're not even monetized. We're gonna have a hand signal translator.
We had him on for an episode, and that was a fun time.
We did. Yes, we did.
It was a good time. But yeah, links for all of us are in the description. Go follow Austin on Twitter and go follow Cameron on Twitter. Austin also does a lot of other stuff like videos on Call of Duty. Cameron just plays games. And we all do stuff. So, go follow all of us on YouTube and Twitter. I've actually been doing another podcast on my own called Shark Bite. That's on my channel if you guys want to check that out. They're doing whips and names. Oh, God. Okay, we're ending this now. Bye, guys. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you guys later. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Ah!